Hello frequent flyers and greetings from the Qantas lounge at Hong Kong International Airport. Please join me tonight as I travel across the Pacific Ocean on board Cathay Pacific's Boeing 777 from Hong Kong to Vancouver. Once again, it's another Cathay review, but this one will be the last in the near future. After arriving from Shanghai, I had 6 hours until my flight to New York. I originally planned to head into town when I made the booking back in April, but clearly it turns out not to be the best thing to do. As a result, I embarked on one of my favorite lounge tours at Hong Kong Airport. My first stop of the day is the Qantas lounge, which I have reviewed numerous times in the past. Qantas lounge is accessible for passengers flying business class on board One World carriers and Sapphire or Emerald Elite members. During the meal hours, Qantas Lounge offers a la carte dining options featuring local delicacies, catered and served by Sofitel hotel staff from Hong Kong. Of course, caramel cheesecake is always a must-have before leaving. Now it's local time 7 PM and we still have about another 4 hours until boarding. Now we're hopping to our destination number 2 today, the Pier at gate 69. Now it's only 20 past 7 in the evening and yet this area around the pier is so quiet. You even see empty gates here in Hong Kong, which is, I would say, unprecedented. Well, the pier is still the pier as it is for all the visits I have had, so nothing too excited about. Well, I guess we'll just get a shower before our midnight departure across the Pacific with this Ikson amenity here in the bathroom. Leaves at gate 65, the pier is the place to be. Another round of food at the noodle bar before leaving Asia for another 2 months. CX-888 used to be Cathay's first ever flight to New York via Vancouver back in the days and has since kept its stop at Vancouver. In this case, passengers in business class and first class will disembark in Vancouver and refresh in Cathay's lounge before the final 5-hour stretch to JFK. Unfortunately, at the time of making this video, Cathay has announced the termination of CX-888 in April of 2020 due to decrease in demand and continuous loss for the last 3 years. There are 3 in-flight service managers based at Vancouver, one of which is Jason, whom I have flown 3 times with. Thank you. The mini cabin is the way to go when flying Cathay in business these days. I was seated at 11K, first row on the right hand side. CX-888 departs half past midnight, meaning that there is only an abbreviated supper service in business class. There are simply too many reasons why 888 is my first choice when flying to New York. All passengers are served 3 meals throughout the entire journey, and select passengers can also visit Cathay's spectacular lounge at Vancouver, which you can have a peek by clicking this link above. CX-888 depart Hong Kong at midnight and arrive JFK at 7 AM in the morning. This timing must be the most ideal for both business and leisure travelers, but also perfect timing to adjust jet lag. Regardless of the current situation in Hong Kong, Cathay Pacific is still a great use of Alaska miles to cross the Pacific Ocean. You can't really beat 50,000 miles for a business class ticket in the nowadays elite revenue-based airline mileage programs. At the time of making this video, Cathay has also rolled out slippers and new benefit beddings for business class passengers, which really comes in handy and ameliorated some of the most complained imperfections of this product. Another perk of sitting at the mini cabin is that virtually everyone is elite members, meaning you'll always be served first. I had a steamed cod fish as I don't really feel like having a steak before going to bed. The dessert is actually a solid improvement from the new catering service, and it's clever how Cathay is using the same drinking glass to serve dessert, cutting cost to its bare minimum. Hong Kong to Vancouver is relatively short compared to the ultra-long hauls I'm used to when flying to East Coast Direct. With only 11 hours of flying time, I didn't order any substantial snacks, but rather just a Movenpick ice cream, which I highly recommend over Häagen-Dazs. Lastly, my apologies to all my subscribers for the lack of new content in recent months due to my college applications. However, Shanghai Flyer will be back in the air in a very short time, starting with Hainan Airlines and Qatar Airways Q-Suite reviews in November, followed by Thai Airways and British Airways Queen of the Sky 747. So stay tuned as always, and more surprises to come before Christmas. Thanks for watching and enjoy flying until we meet again.
It is a safety requirement that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Please be careful when opening overhead compartments as items stored inside will fall out. Kindly take all your belongings with you when leaving the aircraft. Mobile phones and portable electronic devices with cellular functions may now be switched on. Passengers with connections with other airlines are required to collect the bags and clear customs and immigration before proceeding to the home connections. It has been a pleasure looking after you, but hope to see you again soon. Thank you for flying Cathay Pacific, a member of the One World Alliance, and goodbye.